In 1930, Lucy Filippini's saintly life was adequately acknowledged. Not only was she officially declared a saint of the Church, but she was given the last available niche in the Basilica of St. Peter in Rome. The mission, initiated by the Cardinal and Lucy 300 years ago, continues today through the schools and the religious family to which they gave life. Its mission has spread beyond Italy into Europe, the United States of America, Brazil, Ethiopia, and India. Lucy Filippini was born on January 13, 1672, in Corneto, Tarquinia. She had not reached her first birthday when her mother died and was buried in the church of San Marco. Her father, whom she loved dearly, also died 6 years later and was buried in the church of San Margarita in Corneto. Now orphaned, Lucy went to live with her aunt and uncle. As a child, Lucy would prepare small altars and pray devoutly. It was soon clear that she possessed a precocious intelligence, an inclination toward the spiritual life, and a modesty that was truly angelic. At times, Lucy would seek for a serene atmosphere in the nearby Benedictine nuns' monastery of Santa Lucia, where the daughters of the nobility were educated. Lucy visited frequently, drawn there by her desire to be among those whose lives and goodness she admired. It was here that she received her first communion. It was here that she received spiritual nourishment. One day, Lucy met Cardinal Mark Anthony Barbarigo, who was on a visit to the monastery. He made a lasting impression on Lucy. She followed him to Montefiascone, and under the guidance of the cardinal, she left behind all worldly things. Lucy had a special devotion to Our Lady, her spiritual mother, and throughout her life, her deep love for Mary and her faith sustained her. Cardinal Barbarigo had special plans to be implemented in his diocese. He envisioned Lucy as a key factor to bring about a rebirth of Christian living. He had already begun by establishing a seminary where young priests might study and train for the ministry of the Word. The next step was to develop a Christian conscience and encourage the practice of virtue in the home. This he resolved to do by opening schools for young ladies, particularly the children of the poor, in whom he saw hope for the future. Lucy would head the schools they founded to promote the dignity of womanhood and help influence a healthy family life. Together, they looked ahead to fulfilling their generous, ardent, and profound mission of faith and charity. By the time Filippini was 20 years old, she had founded the Pious Matrons and was already recruiting and training teachers who would tutor the girls in the domestic arts. The young ladies of Montefuscione were taught domestic arts, weaving, embroidering, reading, and Christian doctrine. 12 years later, the cardinal devised a set of rules to guide Lucy and her followers in the religious life. 52 schools were established during Lucy's lifetime. As the community grew, it attracted the attention of Pope Clement XI, who, in 1707, called Lucy to Rome to start schools, which he placed under his special protection. to complement the work of the schools, Lucy and her teachers conducted classes and conferences for women who were strengthened in their faith as they took part in prayer, meditation, and good works. Her focus for the social apostolate was to encourage her teachers to minister to the needs of the poor and the sick. Her method of teaching attracted widespread. On the Feast of the Annunciation. In 1930, Lucy Filippini was declared a saint of the Church and was given the last available niche in the Basilica of St. Peter in Rome. This mission, initiated by the Cardinal and Lucy 300 years ago, continues today through the schools and the religious family to which they gave life. Its mission has spread beyond Italy into Europe, the United States of America, Brazil, Ethiopia, and India. O God, giver of every gift, you kept Saint Lucy Filippini faithful in proclaiming Christ and witnessing to him, the one teacher and light of the world. Grant that, illumined by divine grace, we may persevere in listening to your word and preach it by good works, and so be living signs of holiness and apostolic zeal.